The surge of migrants on the border is reaching levels we haven't seen in years.
The arrivals have put a major strain on both ICE and Border Patrol agents. CBS 410's Jala Washington is live tonight with the increase we've seen in just 1 year and how that increase is being handled. Jala.
Well, Shelton, Conchetta, actually a bit of breaking news out of the borderland tonight. I'm here in West El Paso, just on the other side of the border fence. I'm going to step out because I want you guys to see what we're seeing here. A large group, well, a decent-sized group of migrants has just arrived here in El Paso. Emily, can you pan over there? There's some walking across the highway right now as we speak, joining the rest of this group. We were actually set up somewhere else, but we got word that a group was being apprehended over here on the border fence, and it's moments like these that has led us to see the 647% increase in migrant apprehensions here in El Paso. You couldn't tell by looking at the border that a surge of migrants are overwhelming Border Patrol and ICE in El Paso.
What kind of confuses me is why now of all times.
Though it's a challenge, people have gotten used to hearing about it on a day-to-day basis.
It's a little bit surreal, but as an immigrant, I could understand why they're coming.
The reality of what's happening isn't something that Border Patrol says has been easy.
These are numbers that I've never seen before. This is all new for everybody in the Border Patrol.
Let's take a look at some of the latest numbers that U.S. Customs and Border Protections released today to add perspective. So here on El Paso's border in 2018, from undocumented children, families to single adults, these are the numbers that make up the 10,975 migrants apprehended. Now on to 2019. Again, undocumented children, families, and single adults. These are the numbers that make up the now 71,063 migrants apprehended at our border. This is what we're dealing with to get that total 647% increase. Border Patrol Union Representative Carlos Favela tells me he's hoping Kevin McAleenan's new leadership of the Department of Homeland Security will help what he's calling a humanitarian crisis.
We know he's been very active in speaking for CBP, the blue side of the house per se, and he's also been a good advocate for Border Patrol. We're hoping that he continues that.
Favela tells me they're stretched thin.
What do? You have one agent, on the fence overnight, and he gets a group of 300-400.
Favela says Border Patrol agents continue doing their jobs here in the borderland the best they can. Now, I want to take some time to just kind of tell you guys what we're seeing out here. As I mentioned, this is a breaking situation. We are here in West El Paso. I'm going to step out and kind of just let Emily pan around and show you guys what we're seeing. I'm going to just describe what we are seeing. Another Border Patrol truck just pulled up on scene. Looks like there are about 3 Border Patrol agents. Not sure how many migrants there are right now. We're on the other side of the border fence here off of Executive and Paisano, but we saw kind of the group spread out, and then they were all gathered where you see them now. We heard some agents telling them to get on the ground. I'm not sure if they were trying to surrender themselves to Border Patrol agents or not. But there are some kids in the group, and we heard lots of crying and things like that. Right now it looks like Border Patrol is just trying to see how many are in this group. But we just told you a story about how we're seeing the largest number of migrant apprehensions right here in the borderland, and this is the reality. We were set up for our live shot down the street, and a lady actually pulled over, and she was hysterical because she was driving by, and she told us, she was just in tears because she had seen this group full of, just various people, including young kids, here crossing over from the border. Lots of tears, as I mentioned. So it's truly an incredible situation to witness it out here. Again, looks like they're counting how many migrants we see, but this is the reality of what is going on here in the borderland. I'm going to toss it back to you.